Alright, YouTube, it is Mr. Mean coming at you this very fine Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Woohoo! Happy Friday! It's not Friday yet, but I'm stupid. Who cares? Anyway, let's get some housekeeping out of the way. It is May 30th. One more day to go, and then we are in June. We had a gorgeous sunny day yesterday. It was 81 degrees here yesterday, and today it's like in the 50s. It's crazy. Yeah, it's 50 degrees right now. Duluth weather is crazy. But it's nice and cool, still able to wear shorts. So anyway, let's get the housekeeping out of the way. As always, like and subscribe. We are well over 500 subscribers. Thank you, everybody who's liked and subscribed. Tell your friends. Pass on. Let's grow the Meanie Army. Angry Joe's got his Angry Joe listeners. Let's get the meanies going. So, pass it on to your friends. If you got a friend who's in the hobby or tabletop gaming or board games or whatever, turn them onto my page, like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. It's super cool. I'm on ZellyPay if you want to send a donation to help keep this all going. You can see there I've got a gap in my D&D collection. That's because a couple months back I did buy the D&D Collector's, special slipcase. These are the foiled kind of covers. I wanted the special edition. I didn't get it. I kick myself now. I should have got it. I didn't think I just wasn't paying attention. But I am very happy with this. These books are going to go up there. You may ask, well, Mr. Mean, what did you do with the old books? Well, the old books were brought down to my local gaming store, Level Up Games in Wisconsin. And they're doing something rather cool. They have worked out a deal with some of the local schools because now, thanks to the popularity of D&D and role-playing games in general, they have worked out a deal with the local teachers to give them a very hefty discount for purchasing the core rulebook set. And so I happen to have that older set, which was the first print run. I bought it when it first came out. And so what happened is they gave me $60 store credit to bring it in, and then what they're going to do is turn around and sell it for basically the same amount to the local schools, which I think is super awesome because it's a way to keep kids off the street. It involves reading, it involves math, critical thinking, public speaking. There's tons and tons of benefits to role-playing games, and I think it's just super awesome, and I'm glad that Mr. Mean could help support the local schools here there in Wisconsin. I don't know if Duluth is doing it, but I don't have a rapport with my local game store here in Duluth because I think they're personally a bunch of jackasses. That's just my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. It's America. But Level Up Games over in Superior, Wisconsin, literally it's just a couple minutes across the bridge. It takes me like 5 minutes to get there. Super nice guys. So anyway, I am going to eventually try to order the special alternate cover for the D&D books because I really like them, and I think what I'm going to do is that'll go in my collection, and this one will be my play copy. And if you're on the fence about whether or not to pick it up, no matter which version you get, I recommend you pick it up because it's got all the latest errata and spelling, all the mistakes as of August of last year, I believe it was. Let me see. I don't remember now. When was it? And the books are gorgeous, right? And it's the same content on the inside. I did a review on this and an unboxing, so go check it out. But yeah, it's really well done, and supposedly the books aren't supposed to fall apart. First printing was in September of 2014, and that's what my books, the old books, said. The 10th printing was October of 2018. So this is the most up-to-date copy of the rules, aside, I would assume, what you would get if you purchased it digitally, which I don't know if there's been a 11th update or not. But anyway, aside from that, so those who notice, because someone will send me a message on YouTube saying, where'd your D&D books go? Well, now you know. So anyway, today's video du jour is near and dear to my heart. It's Savage Worlds. Everybody knows I'm a huge Savage Worlds fan. This is, you can hopefully see my screen. Yeah, you can see my screen. You see what I'm looking at on my desktop. Fantasy Archetypes. This is for Savage Worlds, the Suede edition, or the Savage Worlds Adventure edition. And guys, You can pick this up at Drive-Thru RPG. I'll put a note down in the or I'll put a link down in the doobly-doo. This is awesome. If you're, say you've got your D&D group and you guys want to try something different, you want something maybe a little less crunchy, you want something a little faster. I love D&D, but it is not the fastest of game systems. It's not horrible in any aspect. It's not like, say, Mythic. That game is another great game, but takes forever to resolve combat. D&D can get pretty intensive as well, but if you want something that has the 3 F's, fast, furious, and fun, Savage Worlds is where it's at. And this is amazing. There was a call for this product, and I'm so glad that Zadmar put it out, or aka Richard Woolcock. I am friends with him on MeWe. Now, quick disclosure, he sent this to me for free, not to do a review, just as a thank you for supporting him and his works. Those who may not know, he has done the Saga of the Goblin Horde adventure deck, or countdown deck. I've done a review on this in the archives, and he also has a sci-fi one, which I don't have it out. I think it's packed in my convention bag because I took it to Osticon with me. But anyway, go check out the review on that. It's awesome. He's done some really cool things. He's a small press publisher. Just a normal guy like you and I, just trying to make ends meet. So if you think this is neat, go to Drive-Thru and pick it up, guys. It's only a couple of bucks, and it won't break the bank, I promise. And as a matter of fact, I don't know what the cost is on it because, like I said, it was sent to me for free. So I'm gonna go to Drive-Thru right now, and I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna see what the price is. I think it's a phenomenal product. And let's see what it is, man. Fantasy, what's he calling it now again? Fantasy Archetypes. Fantasy. Oh, I'm opening too many windows here, guys. Fantasy Archetypes. I can't type. Fantasy Archetypes. Where is it? Why is it not pulling up? It's just killing me, guys. It's killing me. Fantasy Arch. Oh, ARCHE. Archetypes. I spelled it wrong. ARCHE. Arch. Fantasy. There it is. Number 1. Let's see here. Guys, you gotta pick this up. It is $1. That is just ridiculous. I'm telling you, the art alone is worth the $1. Go buy this. I'll make sure I include a link in the show notes. There's the sampling of the art right there, which I think is really cool. Very nondescript. I get a very much a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or Legends of the Five Rings feel here. I get a very Game of Thrones feel type from this one, and then these are 2 generic whatever you want. But brief explanation. What is cool here is it's a one-sheet character. You want to introduce your party, or you're going to do a convention fantasy game, and you want some archetypes to get your players so they can be up and running. You don't have to sit there and make characters. Now, that being said, making characters in Savage Worlds for a fantasy game takes literally all of about 10 minutes. You will spend more time just trying to make choices than trying to learn the rules to make a character. It is a very simple system to make characters for. 5 attribute points, 15 skill points. Go. I mean, that will pretty much get you a character. But the writing and the layout was done by Zadmar, or Richard, with a special thanks to Manuel Sams, Charlotte Eargang, and Jan Jetmar for feedback and suggestions. The art is phenomenal. And you get your basics. You get your warrior. We're going to zip through them real quick here just so we can get all of them done. Warrior, mage, cleric, and rogue. So you get your four archetypes. I don't think there's anything different than that. Oh, and a ranger. You get a ranger. Now, what's neat about this is a one sheet. Everything you need is on one sheet in 2 pages. Character portrait and background story and your attributes. So everything you need is on one sheet. But what's cool is you get a male and a female. So, the great thing about gaming in 2019 is we have a lot of women, a lot of young girls, a lot of women, a lot of females that are just diving into this. And I mean, they've been in there for a long time, but it's more prevalent now, and I think it's awesome. So what's neat here is you get a male and a female. So we got Talmay as the female, and I mean, she's a warrior, kind of like a brawler, pretty badass. You get your game stats right here, and then what's cool is your background interludes. Draw a card, reference the suit. So keeping that Savage Worlds mechanic because of card using a poker deck in the game really helps. It's how you do initiative in the game, and this is super cool that they've added this. So it just gives you, and if you have the Saga of the Dragon Horde, you've got everything in here, and you can even add a little bit more. So you could do 2 purchases at once, but you can buy the Saga of the Dragon Horde printed, and it comes in a cool little deck box like this, straight from Zadmar Games. So you get your attributes. So here we have a rank, a novice with 0 advances. You get your attributes: agility, smarts, spirit, strength, and vigor. Your skills, your pace, which is how fast you can move. Your parry, which is how hard it is to hit you. And your toughness is what you need to hit, or your break points for damage. So in other words, if I get a 10 or a 9 or better, I hit Talmay. I hit Talmay. Now, in order to do damage, I need to roll whatever my damage dice are, and I need to get 7 or better, which is pretty cool. If I have armor piercing, then her toughness goes down to a 5 because she has 2 points of armor. So it's a very easy system, very fast. She has some hindrances here, and you go from there. It doesn't get any simpler than this, guys. You got a male, you got a female, you got Talmar as the male. You can see art design is still the same, just a male version, same color hair. I mean, this is really thought out and well done. And as far as I know, nothing else on the market. I have not seen the Suede rules yet because I don't have a copy. I'm waiting for the physical book. I did not back the Kickstarter. You guys, if you don't know, go back and check out my video where I'm talking with Mr. James Gantry about Kickstarters. I'm not going to back Kickstarters from well-known companies. I'm just not. I think Kickstarter is for those small game publishers and designers and struggling small businesses, guys like Zadmar. Those are the guys that get my Kickstarter dollar. It's not going to go to like Pinnacle or Monty Cook or Fantasy Flight, although Fantasy Flight doesn't do them. But Pinnacle just finished up the Kickstarter for Rifts 2nd edition, or Rifts Part 2. I did Rifts Part 1. I love Rifts. I'm a huge Savage Worlds fan, but I'm not going to back it. Granted, you get a lot of cool stuff, but here's the neat thing. They're going to offer that box set, everything you can get in the Kickstarter. For the most part, there might be a couple things that you're not able to get, but for the most part, you're going to be able to order that box set and get everything that you want in. So I'm just going to wait for that to happen, and I'll get it at a slightly discounted price. So I'm not upset about it. I wanted it, sure. I'm not going to lie, because like I said, I'm a huge Rifts fan, and I'm a huge Savage Worlds fan. So I'm bummed that I didn't back it, but I got to take a stand, and I think more people need to do it, and not. Pinnacle doesn't need to do a Kickstarter. To me, big companies doing Kickstarters, that's just a pre-order program, and they don't need to do that. They have enough capital and enough operating money that they can make that product without doing this Kickstarter thing. And I'm not a fan of it. So I don't want to rant about it. I've said enough. But this is super cool. It's $1, guys, $1, and you get all these. You get 5 characters, a male and a female version. You get your mage here, Salinair. Let's see, what do they call him? The male, Salarian. fantasy names, dude. Throw a bunch of continents with a vowel in there and you're good to go. And again, you get your backstory. You flip a card. Whatever suit comes up, you can go with that backstory. Or you can pick your own. That's what's nice about it. You get your attributes. Everything's right there. You could interpose this on a character sheet and you could be done. So this is literally a one page. And, if you're a GM and you're running Savage Worlds and you want to introduce your players, you've been playing D&D or you've been playing Numenera and you want to introduce them to something new, something a little faster, a little different, and you don't want to spend all night making characters or whatever, boom, you got 5 characters right here. And technically you've got 10 because you've got male and female version. So, they'd have the same stats, but it's to get everybody to get to playing the game, you could do it fast enough. And I love the artwork. It pops. I like the parchment style paper. Nothing is it's not obnoxious. It's really sedate, very well done. It'll print real nice. I'm actually going to print these, and when I do my conventions coming up here real soon, and I'm going to run a fantasy Savage Worlds game, I'm going to use these characters along with my Saga of the Goblin Horde deck, because these work great for Savage Worlds, and it's super cool. Your cleric, you got a female and a male. I mean, they look neat. It's just, guys, I can't say enough good stuff about this. You got your rogue, Grail, Grayley, and Graylin, male and female. That guy just screams rogue. Like, I am going to stab you in the back, and you're going to suck it up. You're going to take it. He just looks like that's the kind of dude. That's what he's going to do. He's got Streetwise and Thief. That's totally a rogue. The Ranger is pretty cool with a nice bow. It definitely fits the theme. Nice browns and greens. And of course the male, fetches the same way. Does the female have a sword? The female does not have a sword. Let's see what she's got for gear. She has a short sword and a small shield. It's just not pictured in the drawing. She's got a bow and a small shield. And the male has a short sword that looks more like a long sword to me, but that's okay. The shield's not pictured. But again, you got your armor, bloodthirsty, cold-blooded killer, loyal, shamed, minor death of his family. So Deadshot and Woodsman, those are edges that give you ability bonuses, basically. So this guy has agility D8, which of course should be as big as, because I'm sure shooting is going to be his highest stat, and it is. It's a D8. So he's going to roll a D8, and then if he hits, he's going to do 2d6 damage. In Savage Worlds, I don't know if they've changed it in Suede, but in the old Savage World, in the Adventure Edition, ranged combat was deadly because all you need is a 4 to hit. And I don't know if that's been changed. If you have a shield or a big enough shield, you can parry or cover. You take advantage of cover. It's very important in Savage Worlds ranged combat to take cover. So I'm sure they've addressed those issues. Not that they were deadly issues, but in certain games, like Bolt is a super cheap spell, and you could throw out multiple bolts. It's basically the equivalent of Magic Missile, and basically target numbers of 4 to hit. Of course, now if they have cover, it makes it harder, but even still. So, guys, Drive-Thru RPG, $1, 5 characters, male and female versions of each, fully statted out. Edges, hindrances, everything you need, the basic rules to use these guys. They're giving you all the information you need in order to play these characters. Their gear, the background interludes, let's look at that. They're all human by default. Figure flats. So again, this is bang for the buck, because here's your miniatures. You cut these out, a little piece of tape, put them on a penny or a washer to give them a little bit of weight. Boom, you've got miniatures. You're ready. You've got character portraits for your miniatures, and you're good to go. It's everything you need. You can do it as a necromancer. You do it as a druid. It's solid. Oh wait, so necromancer, druid, paladin, ranger, rogue, cleric, mage, and warrior. You're getting 8 characters. So I'm sorry, not even 5. I misspoke. You're getting 8 characters. I forgot about the Necromancer. I looked at this when Robert had first sent it to me. Or Richard, I'm sorry, had first sent it to me, and I haven't looked at it again. And today I'm just whipping out a video. But it gives you options for races. So if you want to play a dwarf, that's what you do. If you want to play a half elf, it's all in there. This is all you need, guys. You're convention ready. All you need to do, you can go on Pinnacle's website and you can pull down some one-sheet adventures. They're free, and you're good to go. You've got an adventure. You've got your characters, and pick up your PDF copy of Suede, and you've got the rules. You're good to go, guys. You're solid. You're convention bound. 19 pages. You don't even have to print all these pages out. You could print, one of whatever, and you're good to go. This is a buy, guys, for $1. How can you? This is the figure flats. This easily could have sold for $5. I would not have been upset to pay $5 for this, because the figure flats alone make it worth that. So kudos to Zadmar. God, I hope he puts out some more cool products like this. This is really neat. He could even take it a step further and start fleshing out these characters. There's a lot of people out there that can't come up with good backgrounds or a history for their character, so he could flesh these out a little bit more. Of course, you get your options there, which are your backstory interludes, which just give the GM basically candy to play with, and you can make it a story. I think the characters, I think the warrior is awesome. The female warrior she looks like she's ready to kick ass and take names. So guys, that is everything for today. This is, Fantasy Archetypes this is for the Suede edition of Pinnacle Entertainment's Savage Worlds. I'm pretty sure I don't see anything crazy there that bucks the rules too much. I'm pretty sure you could use this with regular Savage Worlds. It would be no big deal. So there you go, guys. I'll put links down in the doobly-doo. Go check out Zadmar's creation of Fantasy Archetypes. You get 8 archetypes, male and female versions of both, and figure flats for $1. You can't beat that, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. Give a like and subscribe. Pass it on to your friends. If you're a big Savage Worlds fan, totally check this out. I think you're going to like it, and hopefully you'll enjoy it as much as I've enjoyed looking at it and sharing it with you. And as always, peace and hair grease. And remember, Mr. Mean says, be nice.